I see deep in your eyes. From this day on, I promise to stay by your side.
I am so amazed to be the one that you adore. How could anyone ever ask for any more? And I know heaven has blessed me with you. You are my miracle, so precious and true. And I know heaven is missing an angel or two, because God's greatest gift to me is you.
Oh,
Yeah.
unseen alive, true love arrives, that's heaven sent. I thank God right now that I'm alive to cherish this. Oh, now I know it's you who holds my destiny. After all this time, lost in the dark, I finally see. And I know heaven has blessed me with you. You are my miracle, so precious and true. And I know heaven is missing an angel or two, because God's greatest gift to me is you. Oh, I can't believe it. I thought I'd never see this. My every dream has come true. And I know heaven has blessed me with you. You are my miracle, so precious and true. And I know heaven is missing an angel or two, because God's greatest gift to me, God's greatest gift, it is you. And I know heaven is missing an angel or two, because God's greatest gift to me is you.
Hi guys, welcome to the Mwangi's Valentine's edition. Thank you so much for joining us. We're having such a good time, and I'm here with my husband, the one and only Jose. They call him Jose.
That Jose.
That Jose.
Yes, that is Jose.
Yes, Mr. Mwangi, father to our two beautiful children, and yes, love of my life. What we're doing, ni kitambo usikie hivyo. So what we're doing just a sort of checkup. We've been married 3 years. We are into our 4th year of marriage. And even as we sing and entertain you and entertain ourselves, we just want to check on each other and see how we are doing. Sindio? Yeah. So you want to introduce yourself?
I'm really honored to be here. And one thing I would want to say even before I ask the question is the reason why we're doing what we are doing is because we believe in marriage, and that God is in the idea or in the business of building and raising marriages. So, as you've heard, my name is Joe. I'm a Daddy Jose. Kama vile mi huitwa na watu wengine. And going straight to the question, we have been married for 3 years and a few months. And by the grace of God, we've been blessed by God by 2 children. And the question I want to bring to you is, what has motherhood, now that we have 2 children under 2, what has motherhood added to you or taken away? can answer both sides.
Agree, no deep questions. But motherhood. Our firstborn is 1 year and 10 months, and our secondborn is 8 months now. I feel like what it has taken away from me is I've lost a bit of my personal identity. You know, when you get children, part of you, like, there's such a significant shift in focus. So I feel like I've focused so much on, which is a good thing. I'm glad for this season. I've focused so much on raising the children. Then kuna hii bit yenye kidogo imepotea on my end. Yeah, so that is one thing that I feel like it has taken away from me. And I think my social life. You know me, napenda kwenda. I like hanging out with my friends, so I feel like motherhood. Iyo, lazima nifikirie how I'm going to leave the kids, especially our young son. Lazima nifikirie ataachwa akikula nini, yani all those things. So I feel like it has taken some bit of my social life, and I'm glad that some of my friends have been able to adjust to that, although kuna wenye tume lose touch because of not being present. Yeah, and what it has added, which I love about motherhood, is I think it has unlocked some part of me that I didn't know, like kuna unconditional love. There are things that I'm able to do for my children that I didn't think possible. So that is one of the things that I love that motherhood has added in my life.
And how do you strike the balance between you losing part of your social life? How do you strike a balance of not actually supposed to lose that part of your life?
I think now is when I'm beginning to sort of work on that, because now at least they are a bit older. I am able to leave them at Akamani for a few hours. So it's just being intentional. And the friends that I have talked to about that side of me that is getting lost, they've been able to like try and engage me, you know. So I think it's all about intentionality and knowing that I need that part of me, of social life. So I've been working on it. So far, so good. Yeah.
So how can you encourage a young mom or a new mom?
Ooh, mambo ni live. Hey. I think it gets better with time, because when you're a new mom, some of these things you're not told how they'll go. Vitu zingine tunaambiwanga utajua tu kwa ground. So as much as we feel lost, talk to someone. Don't get lost in the house all alone. Sometimes hata hunanga time ya kushika simu. Like there's so much happening, but talk to someone. Let those people that you talk to be people who can keep you accountable and just be intentional in bringing out that aspect of you again. I think mainly just talk to people, because ukinyamaza, people won't know that you're struggling with that aspect of your life. Yeah.
Now I'll task you with something. Because now you have realized that these new moms don't have an avenue where they can be told all these things. I'm tasking you right now to find new moms and have a space where they can be enlightened on the same. Sawa sawa. On to my second question. Going 3 years back, what can you do differently if you are to do your wedding again? Money, everything.
I think what I can do differently. First of all, I think tunaenda kwa AG. Mi ningetaka tuende kwa AG. I think even that was what we wanted. Ni vile sasa wewe ni mtoto wa pastors. That was not an option. Like we had to do a
Mom
church
na dad
wedding.
mnasikia?
We had to do a church wedding. But if I was asked tungeenda kwa AG, tushikanishwe, then do a small celebration with family and friends. Yes, because I feel like we spent a lot of money. Of course, part of which we didn't have, we relied on friends. No. Hiyo story ya committee nini. I used to hate the idea ati nitakuwa na committee, but oh well, it happened. Yeah, so I think do a very small thing, tushikanishwe, then do a celebration with friends.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Over to you. Ask me a question if you have.
Hey, okay. What's the one thing you love about our marriage so far?
Well, I love so many things. But something that has stood out in the past year is the fact that by the grace of God, we've had the opportunity to work together. And every business we do, we're working together. And so I think it has opened new spaces for us to relate in different ways. Kama kuna space wewe ni boss wangu, zingine mimi ni boss wako, zingine we are partners. And so I thank God that through those spaces, I understand new characters that you have. I understand new sides that you have. Zile serious sides when you boss. Zile zingine zenye you have to submit to my leadership as well. It has even made me love you even deeper because I see your resilience. I see how much you'd work hard to make our life better. Yeah, so I'd say hiyo ni kitu ime stand out in the past year. But I love so many things about our marriage. Yeah.
Okay, that's well answered. So just to continue with that conversation, so many couples out here either try to do business together and it fails, ama wanafanya na hawasikizani, like they can't agree on things. And you know, in the Bible says where there is unity, God commands a blessing. So how do you encourage couples, ama what should be the driving factor for couples to work together and actually thrive in their businesses as one, putting aside the fact that they are partners and now they are working together?
I would not put aside that factor because that is what makes them not work together.
Okay.
In this way, many men try to be the husbands even in business. That can't work. For example, in the events company, anything events, you're the boss. I have to submit to your leadership in that aspect. But if I bring in the aspect of being your husband, then tutakosana, kutakuwa na mkwaruzo. Elewa? So if couples can learn the boundaries that the husband and wife role inaishia mkitoka kwa hiyo mlango, like kama mnaenda kufanya business pamoja, we need to respect the level of achievement in that business you're doing. If, for example, you are really good at something, I should honor that and support it. If I'm good at something, you should honor that and support it. Kusikuwe na hiyo mkwaruzano. Sawa sawa. So when you get back home again, you as the boss in anything events are supposed to leave your authority huko and submit to the leadership at home. And I think that would work. That's what has worked for us.
Yeah. So just to shamelessly plug our business, we do events. Our company is called Anything Events. So any sort of event, birthdays, graduations, retirement parties, weddings, traditional weddings, corporate events. We are your go-to company for that. We plan and do deco as well. And we also have a clothing brand, Contrast Colors. We do hoodies, sweatpants, t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, shorts, kofias. Yeah, for families, couples, reach out to us and we will do a good job. Even for your companies, if you want t-shirts, branded, nini, tunafanya kila kitu. Yes.
And we also have a music school. And it was Singers Music School. And in that music school, tuko na production, like this audio that you are doing. I may produce your hapo, so you can reach out to us as well.
Na instruments.
We teach every instrument.
Yeah.
And we teach given groups, choir Kinondoni choir hivi. Mnajileta hapo nyinyi wote.
Yeah, okay. So that's you've answered that well. Maybe one last question. Are there days that you feel like yani haujisikii kunipenda, unajiuliza huku ni wapi ulijileta? And in those days, how do you deal with that?
Well, I would answer it this way. So, we are supposed to be an image of who God is, who Christ is, and the church. Like our marriage is supposed to be a reflection of that. So I would give this question, not to you, but even to the listener. Are there days you feel like you don't want to worship God? Are there days that you feel like you don't want to read the Bible and to pray and to be where God is? And to link that to what you have asked me, I think those days are there when you feel that this thing is just not for me. But the encouragement comes from the fact that it is not my idea. This marriage is not my idea. And God has a specific purpose, what we're supposed to do. And if I'm supposed to submit to God first so that I can learn how to love you, and you to submit to God first to know how to submit to my leadership, then I'm supposed to seek God diligently for me to overcome what those moments can bring in my life. Because they are there, for sure. I would not lie to you. But the more I seek after God, the more He adds the grace for me to love you and to create a space where I can accommodate you as you are. I think I've answered it.
Yes.
All right.
Amekuwa mdeep. Thank you. I think that is all for our checkup. Until next time, thank you.
Peace.